Hey, what's going on, guys? Vista here. Know it's been a while, but wanted to get back in action and start making some videos again. Seeing I've had a few new subscribers. Do appreciate your guys' support. And as always, if you got friends out there and you enjoy the content, please spread it around. Anyways, guys, what I want to talk about today is just kind of Battlefield 4 in general. Where we've been, where we're headed, and all the new things coming to the game. While you listen to me talk here, go ahead and enjoy a little bit of domination on Hanon Resort. I'm running with the M249 as usual, and partway through you'll see me pick up Corvix M16A4 after I get a revive on him and go to do a little bit of work with it. So enjoy that in the background. Anyways, guys, so Battlefield 4, we are a year in, a little bit past now. But we've seen quite a few things introduced into the game, taken out of the game, things like that. Big one CTE, things like that. We've had a lot of changes go on with this game. It's been quite the evolving game after the pretty much disastrous launch of the game. DICE stepped it up, and looks like they're going to go ahead and deliver us another year of content, which is going to include some DLCs and more content. I'm sure we'll see more dog tags and battle packs than we know what to do with. But anyways, one of the main topics I wanted to get to today would be the CTE itself. And unfortunately, it looks like one of my main concerns is kind of coming to fruition with it. It's been kind of a curse and a blessing. And one of the main things I was concerned about is basically one small group of people is going to hijack the game, and we're going to be forced into their play style and things that they like to see in the game. And that seems to be what's really starting to happen. I knew there'd be a core group that would really stick with CTE and eventually, gain the ear of the devs. And we're seeing that. There's rumored LMG nerfs to the SRA. They're buffing the attack helicopter. And, some of these are good. Some of these are bad. It all depends. We have millions of players on this game. And no matter what, if you nerf or buff something, you're going to tick off one select group. It's just kind of inevitable. So going into CTE, it needs to be kind of addressed in a manner that, is kind of impartial. Because you may be hurting something that's somebody's favorite. Now, if it's really damaging to the game, heck yeah, I'm all for getting rid of it. But, take the LMGs. As you can tell, I'm playing with them. I'm very partial to the LMGs. And a lot of people complain, the LMG shouldn't be able to run and gun. The support class should be, in the back on their bipod, laying down fire, suppressing a lane. And that is one playstyle. But not everybody wants to do that. So I hear you. I know what you're saying right now. Vista, go play Assault. Well, maybe I'm playing in a squad where we're kind of using all the kits to I'm keeping my squad supplied in ammo by playing support, but I need to keep up with them, so I need to run and gun. Now, I can totally understand this line of thinking with an LMG like the Type 88 or the M240 Bravo. These are big, heavy things. I don't think, Arnold Schwarzenegger himself could be running and gunning with the M240 Bravo. The damn thing's heavy. Now, you take the MG4 and the M249, these are basically paratrooper editions that are in Battlefield 4. They're lighter, they're smaller, they have adjustable stocks, they're meant to be carried by hand, not set up on a bipod. So, therefore, running and gunning. Now, I don't understand the line of thinking that's currently in the community of assault rifles have to be the dominant weapon in the game. The assault class has to be the dominant. They do all the infantry fighting. I don't see why support can't jump in, right alongside there, especially with a paratrooper version of a weapon that's nice and light, meant to run and gun, and go head-to-head with an assault player. It just makes sense. Why not have two different classes that can kind of compete with each other? We get it. Recon is supposed to be a kind of a specialist. Engineer is most definitely a specialist. Why not have two infantry fighting, basically character models that can compete in the game? What's a support going to do to a tank? Nothing. What's an assault going to do to a tank? Not a whole lot. They both have weapons that can do slight damage, but they'll never take it down by themselves. So they're both infantry players, and I think their weapons should be lined up and, kind of on par with each other. The next big nerf that's really getting a lot of attention would be the SRA. Now, there's talks of, and I don't know the exact specifics of it, but I know that for sure they want to shorten up the range and the damage that it does to different vehicles, things like that. And I get it. I mean, we got enough damn explosives in the game. We just don't need these one-hit kill things. You know, I'm kind of against that, but I also understand that people put a lot of time into using the straw. They know how to use it well. It's not exactly overpowered, so I don't understand, you know, the drive behind this. I don't understand who's complaining about this unless it is that small select group in the CTE. So, I mean, if anything with the straw, I would say at the most maybe lower the damage to infantry. So, you know, people don't get that, you know, salty kind of shitty feeling every time some dude's standing on top of a building 5 miles away and guides a straw in, right, you know, 15 feet away from you and it blows up and kills you. That kind of sucks. But short of that, I mean, yeah, why not let it, you know, one hit kill, especially with where they're buffing the attack helicopter where it's more maneuverable. Well, he should be able to dodge some of these rockets flying in at him now. So that's kind of where I'm at on that. Some of these changes are good, some are bad. But not to be completely cynical and negative on the video, one awesome thing is we do have, looks like some new DLC, you know, if not one, maybe 2 DLCs coming in. Looks like it'll possibly be night maps or fan favorite maps. I could go either way. You know, new maps are always awesome. Hell, keep the game fresh. I'm all for it. If I did have to pick, I would say I'd like to see night maps. Something kind of really radically different would be just awesome. And then, you know, we have 2/3 of the gadgets aren't even really that useful in the game. So you get guys with, you know, tack lights and flashbang grenades running around on a pitch black map. I mean, that's pretty awesome and tactical, and I could really go for some of that. Now, as far as if they do the fan favorite maps, you know, we all know that DICE put out a more or less a survey online, you know, of all the former Battlefield maps that haven't been put into Battlefield 4, and we got to kind of put our little bit of say into it. And that's awesome. I think people might be being a little too nostalgic for some of the older maps, especially the ones that weren't designed for 64 players. We got to keep it in mind that Battlefield 4 is a 64-player game, and we need to, you know, keep that in mind when picking these maps. So hopefully it works out. I think no matter what, it's going to be fun. You know, new maps are always great to see added into the game. So anyways, guys, I'll kind of leave it with that. Would love to know your thoughts and comments. You know, what maps are you interested in seeing? Would you like to see the night mode? What nerfs and buffs do you think should be in the game? Let me know in the comments down below. Would absolutely love to hear from you and maybe address some of them in my next video. Anyways, guys, I'll let this one play out. I hope you've enjoyed the gameplay in the background. And as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.